Amigo, otra fiesta el día de hoy. Nos conectamos de manera virtual con tres de los integrantes de Magic My Life en Londres. Estamos con Harry Carter, Ross Sands y con Joe Ekperigin. What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up, man? You all right?
Nice to meet you.
Oh my God, I wish I was in London right now. I love London. I'm so jealous you guys are there.
Yeah, I love London too.
Yeah, it's a nice city. It's a nice city.
We're going to talk about the show, all the stuff you guys do. And first of all, how's it going? How's life? How's everybody doing today?
It's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah. It is really cold, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Yeah, things are going quite well.
So Magic Mike Live is such a fun show. I've actually seen it myself 3 times. It's such a good time. It's a vibe. It's so fun. You literally go in it. It's a party. I also love to have the fried rice outside of the theater. It's so freaking good. But yeah, tell me.
I'm glad you had a good time there.
Yeah, it's always a fun time. Tell me about the show. For people that have not seen it, what can they expect when they go to the theater?
It's an experience like no other. You kind of go to the show with a perception of what you think it's going to be, and then it's completely different. And more often than not, people are pleasantly surprised.
I feel like it takes elements from things that exist already, and then they've been combined into create this like brand new thing that doesn't really exist yet, apart from in our shows around the world. So I think it's a brand new experience for someone. I think it's hard to know what to expect because it's never existed before. It's a nice surprise for people to experience.
And it's also very empowering. I feel like even the things that they say during the show, I feel like when you walk out of that show, you leave like, all right, I can conquer the world. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like you make everybody in the room, you feel like you're part of it. You feel so loved, you know, and it's so fun. It's more than just like go and see you guys dance. I feel like, you know, you get this message, this vibe, and the energy in the room is crazy. I'm sure you guys on stage can feel how the crowd, you know, is really vibing with every song. What are some 100%. Of the favorite parts of the show that you guys like to do?
I think personally, after the shows like you see in the beginning, you see in the middle part. For me, it's the end because it's like, right, everyone get up, have a good time, you know, ladies, let's all party. It's like one massive party at the end. And like, that's like, for me, the best part because I just enjoy like the atmosphere. I enjoy that everyone's like having a good time. You can see the smiles. Like there's a lot of joy in the room. So it's like, it's really lovely to see that.
Mm-hmm.
By then, the whole audience kind of knows what the show's about.
Yeah.
But everyone's like either had too much to drink or they're all vibing on the same level.
Yeah.
So everyone's just like having a good party, you know, and that's what it's all about. It's just to have a good time and to like, feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so convenient because they will bring you the drink to your seat. Let me tell you that's very convenient.
And they're like this big at all, you know, they're not small drinks.
It's a conveyor belt of just alcohol just flowing out.
You know that I was very surprised the first time I saw the show that there is a Spanish song that's included, that's Suavemente, which this song, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but it's iconic. In like our culture, like Spanish people, like you grow up with this song. This is like such an iconic song that when you grow up, when you're at your grandma's parties, your mom is around the house playing it, you go to like wherever you go, it's there. So when I went to see the show, I was like, oh my God, you know, that's so amazing.
Is it equivalent to like the candy?
The what? The candy?
Like, is it like a Spanish candy? Like, you know, that kind of, it's like obviously growing up, like we listen to the candy. So it's really nice to hear like Suavemente like that for you guys as well. That's dope.
Like I was so surprised. I even told I interviewed the artist that sings the song, and I was like, I don't know if you know, but they play your song at Magic Mike and London. We have the show in Miami now too, and you know they have the song as well. And obviously it's all Spanish people, so everybody's like, you know, going crazy. Yeah. It was fun. I looked around the room to see if people kind of knew this song, but obviously with the energy, you know, and then you guys go up on the ladder and start doing your thing. It's very fun. Has the show changed? Because I know you guys have done it for a few years, or the show has been the same throughout the time you guys have been doing it.
Yeah, there's certain aspects of the show that we update, just because, you know, like 4 years is quite a long time for a specific song. So if a song starts to feel slightly updated, or like a certain like routine starts to feel slightly outdated, then we'll update the track. And also it keeps it fresh for us. It keeps it fresh for the people that have come back to watch the show a second, third, fourth time. that tends to be what happens quite a lot. Like people, once they've come once, we'll see the same faces like 3 or 4 times as time goes on. So for them, it's something new, and for us, it keeps it fresh, and also it just keeps the show, up
you
to
have
date.
some loyal fans too. There's some loyal people that have even done like Funko Pop faces and like different things. That's amazing. No, definitely. He's laughing.
Ross had a fan and she wore like a headband, and it had a light up sign saying Ross on it with like loads of things on it. It was really sweet, but it was
sweet, but
it was hilarious.
She got an even bigger one last time. She
She had like a big handheld one.
There's a lot of bachelorette parties. There's a lot of birthdays. What is like one of the craziest things you've seen happen in the theater?
I have a part in the show where I take a lady onto the stairs and I sing a song to her, and I had a bride one time that I obviously drank too much, and I sat her down on the stairs to start singing. It's like a really sweet moment, like it's really quiet and chilled. And she just got up and she started running about the stage, like flowing her dress like a princess. I had to chase her around. I was chasing her around trying to sing a ballad to her. It was wild.
Honestly, I think it was like one show we were like, it was towards the end, and like this lady just like randomly just like walked up, and she just like came from the point and just started walking. And everyone's like, what's
I remember. No one knew what to do. So they were like, someone called my name and was like, pointed to a woman on stage, and I was like, oh shit. So I just went and grabbed her hand and just like walked her slowly off the stage.
There's been a lot, but I'd say
there's not a lot we can say, to be fair.
I'll keep it simple here. There's a number in the show where I lap danced someone on stage, and I was starting the number, and it's all mainly focused to this person that I have on stage. And then out of nowhere, there was a woman that walked up, stood in the middle of the stage behind me, and was just staring up at the audience, and I had no idea she was there. Everyone else could see that she was there, and because I was focused doing the lap dance, I had no idea she was behind me on stage, just like this.
And what do? Do you like what? Say hi? Like what happened? You just like
I didn't see her.
Oh, you didn't see her at all?
No, they brought her off. By the time I turned around, she was gone.
Oh my God. That's so funny. You guys have to write a book of experiences after you're done with this project.
That would be like a 10,000 page book.
I'm sure it takes a lot of energy, and we're all human, and I'm sure there's good days, bad days, and sometimes we go through life, and it must be hard too to like go on stage or do everything. And obviously you don't know, maybe one person's coming to the show and this will be the only time they see it, and you want to give your all. How challenging is to just do the show in general for you guys?
I mean, the show is in itself is hard, doing 10 shows a week. I think that's like the most in the West End, but because we enjoy it so much and we're so passionate about it and so passionate about delivering the best performance we can, because there has been times where we've had people come to the show who have been really ill, or they've gone through some major things in their life, and how positively it's affected them in their life to come see us perform. There's no way we're not going to give our best performance every single time, because we don't know who's in the audience or who's watching or who it could impact, if you know what I mean.
There's something that I saw, it was sent to me, and I really love that you guys are doing this, because I feel like mental health is such an important topic, and especially lately we see so much in the media and stuff, with like even famous people struggling with it and losing this battle. But in general, everybody struggles with mental health. And I saw the Magic Mike team up with Men's Mind Matter. Tell me a little bit about this organization, and what are you guys doing with them, to help this cause?
It's quite a small, relatively new charity that is started by 2 guys. One guy who has experienced quite a lot of mental health problems himself, and has been in through suicidal thoughts, and has tried to commit suicide a couple of times. So it's really amazing for us to be part of something that, because men talking about their mental health is still strangely like a really taboo subject, and it's just not something that's widely encouraged, I don't think, across cultures and countries and stuff. So it's nice for us to be able to just even if we're like the catalyst for one more man to go and talk to someone about how he's feeling, or to help someone in some way with their mental health, then it's what an amazing opportunity for us to like use our platform in that kind of a positive way. So I think we're all really excited to be part of it.
That's amazing. And you guys, what do you guys do? Like, do you guys do shows for them? Like, you know, like what have you guys been doing with the organization itself? Like fundraising?
Yeah, we threw a gala night not too long ago. We invited people to the show, and it was in awareness for the charity, and we threw a little event afterwards, a little party afterwards, you know, to really like raise awareness of it. There's not many things out there for men to like talk, if you know what I mean. And it's such not that men don't want to talk, they just, I think a lot of blokes find it hard to talk, if you know what I mean. And if they see something like a group of lads like us with a charity that helps blokes, you know what I mean, it's quite eye-opening, maybe.
And it's also, so, you know, it's a vulnerable topic too, you know, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. I even seen things where like, this is what depression looks like, and it's people smiling, you know, like you struggle internally. So it's good to raise awareness. Going back to the show, and obviously you being part of it, I want to hear about how the casting process was and what you guys had to do to be cast in the show. Like, did they put a girl like, all right, go lap dance on her? Like, because everybody obviously has to
partly.
Yeah, that was part of, they did that?
No, well, one of the rounds when we auditioned was, so the number I do on stage was part of that choreo, was part of the audition. It was like one of the rounds in the audition, but how many years ago was it now, Ross? Like 4 or 5 years ago?
2018 was our first.
Yeah, well, we actually did one in 2017, I think, no, where they came over to test.
Yeah, I think the initial audition was to see if there was even an opportunity to like bring the show to London, to see if there was the dancers and the talent and the amount of people that they would need. And then a year later in 2018 was our like first proper audition. I think it took 5 days. I think it was a long process. Like it's quite an important thing to make sure you've got the right types of people that can
and
not only dance but also
many rounds do you guys have to go through? I know it's been a few years, but I'm sure you remember. It's like
a
TV contest kind of thing, huh? You go through like different rounds.
Yeah, I think it was 5
rounds.
6 rounds. Yeah.
And you will hear the callback like on the same day, or you have to wait? Like, how long did it take for you guys to know, okay, now you're part of Magic Mike?
So on the first day, there was like 2 or 3 separate rounds, and you would learn the first part, then there'd be a cut, and then you do like a special skill, and then there'd be a cut, and then there was an interview, and then on another day there'd be another different type of audition where we would lap dance women. So it was like sometimes it was the same day, you'd just get cut or you'd stay, and then sometimes it was come back at this date and we'll pick up where we left off.
Oh my God, those girls had like the best job that day. Just like get a lap dance. Like that's like the like, where do you apply for that? No, I'm just kidding. That's amazing. That's such a good job.
Yeah, and we were terrified at first because we were like,
like you see us on stage now and we're all confident. That's because we've been doing it a few years. But like the first time we ever did lap dance as well in the show, we were all in our like underwear, like shaking at the door. Because we were so nervous.
No one wanted to go first through the door, did they? We were terrified.
I hear this at the show all the time, but they're like, if you don't want to get a lap dance, just use the word or unicorn. It's nobody uses that. Who doesn't want to get a lap dance at the show? Have anybody ever said to you unicorn when you try to?
You'd be very surprised. You'd be very surprised the amount. Yeah,
it's rare, but also,
you guys obviously have a lot of experience too before Magic Mike. You've danced with different artists, you've done different things, and I'm sure every project is different and you learn something from it. What is something that you guys think, and this is another question for each one of you, you guys have learned from being part of the Magic Mike Live show?
I think for me personally, I think it's a part of the industry which, because I feel like you can have like a really long, successful career being a commercial dancer or being in a show, but this show especially builds you as a person as well. It's like a personal emotional journey as well as a physical journey for us. You know, like I'm way more confident now than what I was 4 years ago, and more comfortable in my own skin, and more kind of confident being like the real version of me, rather than like pretending to be someone on stage. Like, we're encouraged to just be ourselves. So it's that for me was like a real turning point of like, okay, look, it's okay to just be yourself. Like, you don't have to act any other way. Just be yourself, and hopefully people will kind of enjoy it.
I think, you know, to add to that, it's like, again, obviously I joined like not like over a year and a bit ago now, but for me it was just the brotherhood, like the welcome, the joy, the love that you feel. Like, you know, yeah, you go to work. I never go to work thinking like, oh my God, like I'm gonna see this person. It's more like, yeah, we're in this together type thing. And I really like being like one of the newest ones there. It's like, I don't feel any different. I don't feel like, oh, you're new, you're not doing great enough. It's like everyone's literally pulling their weight. So it's left to me to be like, yo, I can see left, right, up, down. Everyone's killing it. I'm out here to kill it as well, and like come together. It's like a bond of coming together. That's what the show is for me. And like the brotherhood, every time you see someone giving a high five on stage, it's not just for an act or show. It's genuinely like, hey, I'm giving you more power type thing. Let's do this together. So I love that, and what the message is about the show, of course, and you know what it brings.
I agree with Ross and Joel. You know, like before the show and to now, I'm much more confident in my own skin and like my ability and who I am and what I can bring to the table and what I can bring to an audience. And also with Joel is, you know, like the brotherhood between us all. Like it's, you can't really explain it because you just have to be in it, you know what I mean, to understand it. It's one of them things, like the job is such a great job, but also a tough job. And with each other, we keep our like spirits so lifted. If any one of us are down, you know, we pick each other up, or we take the mickey out of each other, or you know what I mean? Like we always keep it going. But one thing I would say I've learned a lot during this experience is endurance through mental and physical hardships throughout this job, because we've all had broken bones, broken noses.
Joel broke Harry's nose.
Harry, you gonna do me? You gonna do me like that? Harry!
No, yeah, and you know, I'm doing like 10 shows a week and still doing the shows with all these, you know, issues or whatever, and we still come together and put on a performance for everyone to come watch. So I think it's taught a lot of us about endurance.
Talking about the audience, I always see that you guys say that it's a very free and a welcoming environment. So it's not just for women. Obviously, I mean, I've gone through. It's for men too to go and enjoy.
Yeah, of course.
You guys obviously see, you know, boys most of the time are gay boys, and then you got the boyfriends sometimes of the girls.
If they're gay, you can usually tell because they're more keen for a lap dance, or you know, they're a bit more involved. If they're someone's boyfriend, they're a bit like reserved, and then you kind of like warm them up, and then they're all right, you know what I mean? They get into it, they see the vibe of the whole show, and 9 times out of 10 they're usually having a great time, and they're probably like cheering more than the girlfriend is.
You're so good at this. I'm not gonna just let us give up on it.
I want every woman that walks into this theater to feel that a woman can have whatever she wants, whenever she wants.
It's crazy. It was such a crazy experience because even while filming, I think we filmed for about 3 or 4 months. I can't remember off the top of my head. But while we was doing filming, me and a few others were doing the shows also. So we were on set at 4:30 in the morning, then finishing at 5, and then coming in and doing the shows, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that all the time, but like for some days, it was crazy. Obviously working with Chan again is always amazing because he's such a geezer. Such a nice lad. And Salma is just the same. She is unreal. She's a crazy personality, but amazing to work with, and very kind, very sweet, very endearing. You know, it's very humbling.
Do you guys get to film in the theater where you guys perform at the Hippodrome?
No, we filmed somewhere else. I guess you'll see in the movie, but
I'm gonna see it tonight, and I'll recognize that place. Let me tell you, I'll be like, that's where I have my fried rice. That's where I have my drink.
It's somewhere in London.
Okay, and it's crazy because it starts in Miami, from what I've been told, the movie, and then have you guys ever been to the United States? Have you ever visited?
No,
not yet.
Not yet? What part of the United States? Have you guys been here in Florida to Miami?
I've been to Florida, but I've been at Disneyland.
Oh, Orlando. Okay. You went a little north. Here in Ultra Fiesta, we love music. If you could describe your experience at Magic Mike Live in one song, pick one song. And it cannot be My Pony, or it cannot be like none of the. You gotta pick a song from like an artist that you could describe what it's been like for you. What will be the best song that will describe that experience for you guys?
Oh my
Can I be honest? I'm just gonna say it, like, you know, Akon Belly Dancer, like that's what, like,
shake your body like a belly dancer.
Because in my brain I'm shaking, and I'm like, you know what? This is how I feel. Like that's one song that it's just a happy song, and everyone's dancing, everyone's shaking. Like I learned something in Spanish. It says "muevo el por dólares." Do you know what I mean? I shake my ass for dollars. You know what I'm saying? So
do you know what that means?
I shake my ass for dollars.
There you go. Yes.
Hi guys, we're the guys of Magic Mike Live London. Come see us when you're in London. Come check the show. We're just out here having a great party. We love to give you energy. And once again, muevo el por dólares over here at Fiesta, baby.